Consistent positive self-talk is unquestionably one of the greatest gifts to one's subconscious mind. This is called by Edmond Mobaika. I want to tell you something about human brain today. Human brain is working with incredible speed. The speed of neurotransmission is several hundred times more than the supercomputers. The capacity of brain is unbelievable. A person's brain determines how they experience the world around them. The brain weighs about 3 pounds and contains about 100 billion neurons, cells that carry information. According to a survey from 2013, around 65% of the Americans believe that we only use 10% of our brain. But this is a myth. According to an interview with the neurologist Barry Gordon in Scientific American, he explained that the majority of the brain is almost always active. The 10% of myth was also debunked in a study published in Frontier in Human Neuroscience. One common brain image technique called functional magnetic resonance imaging can measure activity in the brain while a person is performing different tasks. Using this and similar methods, researchers saw that most of the brain is in use most of the time, even a person is performing a very simple action. A lot of brain is even active when a person is resting or sleeping. The percentage of the brain in the use at any time varies from the person to person. It also depends on what a person is doing or thinking about. Where does the 10% of myth comes from? It is not clear how this myth began, but there are several possible sources. In an article published in 1907 edition of the Journal Science, psychologist and author William James argued that humans only use part of their mental resources. However, he did not specify a percentage. The figure was referenced in Dale Carnegie's 1936 book How to Win Friends and Influence People. The myth was described as something author's college professor used to say. There is also a belief among scientists that neurons make up around 10% of the brain cells. This may have contributed to 10% myth. It was also misattributed to many people, including Albert Einstein. The secret conversation. Brain of a person ascertains the thing it perceives. Thoughts become powerful with strength of neurons. Stronger the neurons on particular subject or issue, stronger the thoughts, and the thoughts become things. Therefore, it is rightly said that whatever happens in the brain becomes a reality in outer world. Neurons are conditioned mainly due to two things: repetition of words of command and image you perceive through your organs, mainly eyes and skin, make thicker layers of neurons. If your commands are positive or negative, neurons do not recognize, but the related thoughts become stronger, whether positive or negative, and the outcome is derived accordingly. It is very easy to have conversation with others, but difficult to have conversation with self. It is difficult to have positive talks with others, but difficult to have positive talks with oneself. Most of the time you are with yourself, but most of the time you have negative conversation with self. Most of the time the individual is having silent conversation with oneself. The thoughts and the words spoken deeply give impact on subconscious mind. Our self-talk can be cheerful and supportive or the negative and self-defeating. Human nature, unfortunately, is prone to negative self-talk, including sweeping assertions like I am total failure, I can never be successful in life, my all attempts are useless, I cannot do anything in life, etc. Our self-talk can be positive and optimistic also, like I can make ways out of struggles. I am a captain of my problems. My goals are always bigger than my fears. I am brand in myself. I have a life of significance. I am successful. Strength of whole universe is with me, and nobody can stop me to become a legendary. My friends, remember two things. If you are not talking to yourself, you are missing a company of very important person. And second, be careful when you speak to yourself. I have discussed this type of things in my book, Build Better Version of Yourself.